to pop into my local nursery. It's right down the street from Home Depot, so it's kind of hard to resist not just, you know, popping in and seeing what they have. I don't see a super long line today, so that's another sign that we should pop in, right? So let's go see what they have. I know I need more soil and perlite and like pots and stuff anyway, so that's my excuse. So let's go see. When you first walk into this nursery or this greenhouse, into the garden center, you'll see succulents, you'll see the air plants, the orchids, ferns. They have a decent fern selection, heartleaf ferns. Oh, the orchids are so beautiful. And they have some ruby necklaces. And I have to say, everything at this garden center is pretty affordable. It's one of my favorite places, and lucky for me, it's in my area, so I don't have to travel far. I thought these were so cute. Little greenhouses, but they're 50 bucks. Little like cute terrarium greenhouses. Out of my price range. As I just said, this place is pretty affordable. The plants are affordable. And we've got some air plants, which have been an interest to me lately. Got a bunch of monsteras in. And these are all pretty affordable as well. For the most part, they're under 10 bucks each. This one's like 9. And these are huge. Just look at the size of my hand for comparison. And it's a pretty good price too. I think they're like 12 bucks or something. Like I said, they have a bunch of monsteras in right now. I think they're about 20 bucks is what the tag said. $19.99 for that size. I still want one of these, but I think they're around 25 bucks, so I'm gonna hold out. And they have one of these poles still available. I believe it's about 100 bucks, but if you're interested, they still have it. Some variegated bamboo, which I haven't seen here. So that's pretty cool that they're carrying it. And syngoniums. They have quite a bit of syngoniums in right now. And some Monstera Adansonii. Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. I'm sorry I'm not getting a good view of the prices. And Birkins. They had some smaller pots of Birkins for 10 bucks, but that size I think is more. Ooh, Begonia maculatas, which are about, I think, 8 right now. 8 bucks. And some Alocasia, Calathea. Fretonias, little terrarium plants, but they usually have some really good finds. Oh, and they've got some Hoya pubicalix with a little hoop, which is really cool. I haven't seen them carry that yet with the hoop. Now, $16.99, and it looks like it might be Royal Hawaiian purple. And some Hoya australis with a hoop as well, $16.99. I think that's a pretty good deal, you guys. These are a good sized pot with a hoop. All right, we got little terrarium plants. I was trying to look in the back. They had some really cute syngoniums for $3.99. These babies grow pretty fast. I've bought a couple of these in the past. Ooh, I love this one. I don't know what it's called, but it's so cute. The leaves are shaped a little different, which is why I like it. It's a very light minty green, almost white. I believe that's a rainbow fern. Look how pretty. It's got blues and greens. Awesome for a terrarium. Plenty of ivy. We've got lots of that in Boston anyway, but hey, if you want to buy some, they've got it. And lots of ferns for fairy gardens. I believe these are baby monstera plants. I think they're about $9. And little Birkins, a couple still available. They're looking a little rough. Pubic calyxes on the bottom. And this is a type of fern which hasn't really caught my eye before. I don't know if these are new here. I thought they were really cool looking though. Bunch of peperomia. They usually have a pretty good selection of peperomia. And they've got some rickrack cactus, $14.99. In this garden center, this location's pretty tiny, but they've got some gems here. I mean, look at that jade. And I don't know what kind of cactus this is called. I've heard people call it brains. And then some astrophytums, which I love these babies. And I had one of these and it like rotted. I must have overwatered it at some point. This one has a little bloom on top. $6.99 for these. More succulents. They look great. These are gorgeous. They're huge, plump, and these jades, oh my gosh, they're so dreamy. You should see them when they're in bloom. All right, and they've got a ton of plants hanging right now. It was pretty empty a couple weeks ago. So it looks like they've got a lot of pothos. They've got some pretty large rickrack pots for $50. And I keep going back over here because I really love these babies and I want to show you the brains if you haven't seen them yet. They do look like brains, right? Look at this beautiful babe. Oh. And again, I love to look at these pots. It's so easy to miss them because they're up so high. We've got some string of spades. I believe they're about like $19.99, in that range.
We have a Hoya lacunosa.
And then I spotted a Hoya lacunosa. I'm sure you could hear me freaking out just a little bit, so I got someone to get it down for me. And yep, it's a lacunosa and it looks super healthy. I've been looking for one. I got one from Home Depot last summer and it was so rotted from the wet soil. So I'm really happy to find this pot here. They've got a ton of pilea and peperomia here. I mean, look at this silver one. It doesn't even look real. It's really cool. I think it's about $6. More succulents. And their succulents look super healthy. They're beautiful. Some trailing jade. There's one really pretty one in the background I was trying to show you. That one right there, it's so pretty. And this prickly pear. I didn't know what these were, but it looked interesting. Here's a closer look. It's weird, they look like little, like, goblin feet or something. Got some Ripsalis hanging up there, some Burrow's tail. I mean, it's so easy to just miss something because I'm so overstimulated when I'm here. So it takes me a long time when I go to this garden center because I have to just appreciate everything. I like this location a lot better as well. It's smaller, whereas there's a larger location in Winchester. It's huge, beautiful, but huge. And I think it's easier for them to miss, you know, pests like spider mites. So look at this Burl Marks philodendron.
Ooh, girl Marks.
Huge, 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 huge.
$35 for this huge pot. Very
They don't
cool.
always have those, so it was really cool to stumble upon that. Some more rickrack, your pothos, and they had some Monstera adansonii, smaller pots
Ooh, small pots
for, I believe it was like $9.99.
And they are $9.99. Okay, we got some pothos.
And they have a pretty decent Sansevieria selection. And it looks like they recently restocked. They got some moonshine Sansevieria. They got different bird nest varieties. And they've got Sansevieria Whitney.
That's pretty. Ooh, Sansevieria Whitneys. These are.
I was obsessed with that Sansevieria when I first got into houseplants.
Moonshines for $20.
All right, and over here we've got a lot of stuff. More ivy, more African violets. We got some ZZ Zenzis. The price on these did go up a bit, and then some regular ZZs.
25 now, but they're bigger pots, and then regular ZZs.
Oh
for
my gosh,
17.
and then the Monsteras they had were huge.
Huge.
I don't know if you can
Oh my god.
really see how large that pot is. It's huge. I love that shelf with all the plants up on it. And then I didn't know what that plant was up there. I don't know if it's some sort of philodendron, but I wanted to just get a closer look for you. I'm not sure what it is, but
I don't know what it is.
they have a really cute outside area set up right now. Usually they have like half of these plants out there during the summer, but you know, with everything going on, they've made some changes. So here's another huge Monstera. I think it's about $50. And I really liked the cactus up there. Here's a closer look. I'm not sure what kind it is, but it was $25. They have Begonia maculata still in stock. I think they're around $8 $8 now. More Hoyas hanging up there. I think they had some like Carnosa and Crimson Queen. Not sure. I don't really remember. All I saw was at La Canosa. Look at these staghorn ferns. They're huge. And then this is like their fern section. And then I walked right by this beautiful Syngonium. I don't know how that happened.
$5.99. And what are these? Dischidias? Are these Dischidias? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Syngonium is beautiful. It's trailing. Look at those roots. And then, I don't know what these are, but I think they're Dischidia. Guys, I came here for soil. This is not okay. Oh man. Okay, you guys, I went for soil and perlite, and I also wanted to grab a few pots. You'll see that the pot section was pretty bare. However, the plants were not. So they had this trailing Syngonium. I don't know if this is the white butterfly. I feel like it might be, I'm not sure. Wow. I never see them trailing like that. $5.99. This is definitely a Dischidia. I don't know what kind, but I can tell it's a Dischidia. $9.99. And Hoya La Cunosa I've been looking for. I've had it, but it was from Home Depot and it was like dead. But this is very healthy. It feels much healthier than my Home Depot one. Wow. And then some cactus food. Oh, and a little astrophytum because the one I had died. And this one looks like it's about to flower, so $7. All right, it's starting to rain. I gotta get back home, but oh my god.
So here is the new babe. She's in a brand new pot. Had to up the pot size, of course. The roots were way too long. I did have to chop a couple roots. They were just really too long. But it looks great. I had to treat it, but it looks awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed this plant shopping tour and haul. Why don't you comment down below about a plant in the video that you might have grabbed or a plant that you recently did come across. Thank you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.